Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube land, it's your boy Tuglow, and today I'm just going to have the game playing in the background. But today I wanted to talk about a few things that I would love to see implemented in Danmachi Memoria Freese. Now, I absolutely love this game. I'm sucked into it every time I want to play like something else. I'm always like, I wonder what I could be doing in Danmachi. So it's safe to say that I am 100% hooked on this game. Aside from the half stamina, there are more things that I would love to see implemented into this game. So let's go ahead and just talk about a few things that I think would be fantastic to have in Danmachi Memoria Freese. Now, one huge thing that I believe we should have above everything else is a familia. Now, what would you do in this familia? I would just assume that it would be like a guild type of thing, but hey, let's say me and my friends, or me and my community, or me and internet friends, whatever the case may be, me and my family, if you and your family play the game, let's say we wanted to get together and all play under the same familia. Now, how would you choose these familia? Would it be game implemented familia, such as like, hey, I could go join the Hephaestus one, or the Loki one, or the Hestia familia, things of that nature? I don't know. They could do something like that, or they could just say, hey, we got 3 base ones that, weren't seen in the game or in the anime. Then we can implement more content on top of that with those new ones, or you could take the ones from the anime and just say, hey, here's what we got from the anime. We're going to expand on that. I believe that would be fantastic. So if you're treating it like a guild system, you can easily have some guild events with that system. Now, you can run those events in multiple different types of ways. You can say, hey, I'm going to solo this, you're going to solo this same quest, you're going to solo this same quest. All of our combined efforts will go towards one particular event. So like, let's say there's like a 6 million health boss. I'm going to go through 15 rounds, and for as much damage as I can do in 15 rounds, then, that boss will go down by X amount of damage. His damage will do the same, his damage will do the same, I'll combine it, whatever the case may be. You can do it that way, or you can do it where I have 3 characters, but only one on the field at a time. My friend and my partner over here have, 3 characters, but they get 1 person on the field at a time. There are multiple different ways that you could do it. Well, you'd have to have 4 people for that one. But, there are multiple different ways that you could do it, so that way, you're incorporating that co-op player. That's one thing that I would love to see on top of the guild events, is that co-op. Try to add a way for there to be more interactions. And it could be just like a Rampage type of thing. You could implement that to help us craft more materials. You could also make it, now this is something that I really loved from the stream. So you could have a buy-in for Valis Quest, and then have your reward be potatoes. Now, at first it seems pretty troll. Why would I use stamina to go grind Valis in order to come back around and go get more stamina? It sounds troll, but at the end of the day, let's say, you got some events, or, you got these story modes that are expensive with the stamina, you know what I'm saying? That, in theory, could turn out pretty well. You just farm Valis for a really long time, then come back over here, farm Tatas for a long time, and then turn around and use that on the story, which, I'll tell you this, I ain't using no Tatas on the story right now, just for the sheer fact that it feels very underwhelming to use the potatoes over there. I mean, heck, I haven't even touched the story since the half AP went away. That's how, I guess, intimidating it is. Now, the next thing that I would love to see in this game is going to be a backwards exchange for fauna, and an upwards exchange for crafting materials. Now you say, oh, well, what does that mean? So the backwards for the fauna exchange would be basically taking 1 large one and giving me 10 medium ones, taking 1 medium and giving me 10 smalls. There have been countless times where I'll have, let's say 100 and something larges, but I need, a few mediums. I would love to be able to take those 100 and something larges and take, you know, 2 or 3 and get 20 or 30 mediums. That would be fantastic. It'd be lovely because it would make the grind a lot less grindier. Now, obviously, this is a grind game, and I do appreciate it for what it is, but, you know, just a little bit of quality of life would be very nice. Now, for the upwards exchange in Rampage, you know, I could see how this kind of gets out of hand, but it definitely would help the less luckier player move through Rampage a little bit easier. So what do you mean? So, for instance, you know, you have flawless cloth and then rare cloth, right? You could take, let's say, 10 flawless equals 1 rare, or you could take 100 flawless equals 1 rare cloth. You know what I'm saying? So either which way, whatever the exchange rate would be, it would definitely help to do that, so that way people with, let's say, less, you know, duped characters can go from hard to very hard and make that transition without having to, you know, put, you know, all this, you know, money into the game, so that way they can just potentially get that +5. You know, it'd definitely make it a little bit easier. Now, the next thing that I would love to see is selling these Rampage materials. Now, if they do use these materials for the next Rampage event, whenever it may be, then okay, I can kind of understand why we can't sell them. But hey, I'm gonna tell you this, you know, at what point does it mean that I have too many materials? I'd love to have some Valis so I can go craft some more, but that is neither here nor there. The last thing, and I truly believe this should be something that is implemented, is a rotating half stamina daily, or you could have it for logins bonuses. So, you know, we'll go with the half stamina rotating. So let's say, for instance, Iza's story will be on half stamina for Monday, Lafia's half story Tuesday, Belle's half story Wednesday. You know, then you'll have, let's say on the weekends, you'll have all of their stories as half stamina. I think that would be fantastic. Or you could go the other way and say this, okay, after a 5-day login bonus or a 7-day login bonus, then you'll be able to turn around and choose what you get for half stamina, or you get everything for half stamina. So for instance, I get my 7-day login bonus, my 5-day login bonus, whatever the case may be. Then I can turn around, go to Iza's quest, storyline, excuse me, and say, hey, I'm gonna farm this because it's half stamina, because that's the reward that I got for logging in for 5 days, 7 days, whatever the case may be. Now, I know that this would in turn turn away a lot of people that use Iris to farm the game. But hey, man, you know, for people that don't want to use that Iris, you know, buy that Iris to play the game, I think that'd definitely be a cool implementation. I feel like you can still get people to buy that Iris, but you can also get people to get rewarded for those that are still playing it on the daily, things of that nature. Now, my last thing for the video is this. What do y'all think should be implemented? What would you love to see implemented? These are obviously a lot of things that I would love to see in the game, and I hope that they go towards this in one way, shape, or form. I think that it would be a very great addition to the game, kind of give the game more than what it's already exceeded as my expectations. I'd love to see these, so I want to know, what would y'all like to see? Are there any other things that, you know, I might have missed? Are there things that you're just like, man, this has to be in the game because it would benefit so much? So I'm really curious to see what y'all have to say, so let me know down in the comment section below. I'd really appreciate it a lot, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching the video. I do appreciate this a lot. If you haven't already, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel to help make the dream become a reality. Also, once you subscribe, be sure to turn on those notifications. Last but not least, check out the description box down below where you can find links to my Discord server, my Twitch stream, my Patreon page, and any social media such as Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it a lot, and as y'all know, that's the fat lady singing, that's the bells are ringing. And until the next video, I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.